Hello, welcome to this short video on a topic which I hope you'll find interesting. The topic is to do with infrared radiation. What you can see on the slide at the moment is the visible spectrum of radiation, and to the left is the infrared radiation, infrared wavelengths. To the right are the UV wavelengths, and just above that you can see a graph showing the wavelengths of the visible spectrum. Now, those wavelengths are about 400 to 700 nanometers. So the infrared wavelength is just beyond that of the human visual spectrum. Infrared radiation has been of interest to scientists for many years now. There are many applications, there is much research going on, and you're probably looking at this video on an application, using an application of infrared radiation, and that application is now shown on this slide. What we have is an optical fibre. Below the optical fibre is what we call the source of the signal. It's an erbium doped fibre amplifier. Coming in from the left is a 980 nanometer pump signal. What that laser does is it causes population inversion in the short bit of fibre that's in the box, the red box below the optical fibre, and that causes that bit of fibre to laze. And the radiation it emits is of wavelength 1550 as shown. Now that wavelength has become the standard communication wavelength for broadband optical fibre. So that is why you may well be looking at this video on an optical broadband system, and if you are, that system will be using this carrier, this 1550 nanometer carrier. But what if the human eye could indeed see infrared radiation? Well, a research group has recently developed a contact lens which, when the wearer puts it on his or her eye, he or she will see not infrared radiation, but a representation of that radiation. Shown here is the concept. Now, this particular technique uses what we call upconverting nanoparticles. These nanoparticles will take infrared radiation and convert the signal into wavelengths that a human eye can respond to, or can see, in other words. So at the bottom there you can see a schematic of a contact lens. Coming into the contact lens are three different wavelengths of infrared. And excuse me, coming out of the contact lens are three different colours which the human eye can see. So in other words, what this technique is doing, it's upconverting infrared wavelengths to visible wavelengths that the human eye can detect. Well, how is this done? Well, if we go back up to the top of this slide, where you can see nanoparticles have been, these upconverting nanoparticles have been distributed in a hydrogel. This hydrogel then goes through a number of processes which convert the matrix, the hydrogel matrix, into a contact lens. If you wish to read up on this a bit further, there is a paper shown in the link below this video in the description. Now, at the time of making this video, there is a cost to getting that paper, unfortunately. However, if you are a student or a researcher, then you should be able to get a copy of that paper via your institute free of charge. Anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. Keep watching, more videos to come. Thank you very much.